Joanna was a mess too, her hair all over the place and her mouth swollen. Gideon was limping in pain. After the beating, Langston had them thrown out of the exhibition hall. Gideon lay on the concrete floor, shouting angrily, "Damn it! Who the hell is this Charlie?" Joanna said, "He's just a son-in-law. I bet he's just a driver at most. There's no way he's Mr. Wade." Gideon, with blood in his mouth, said, "That piece of trash. I'll get him for this," he added with a cold look, gritting his teeth. "And Claire? She won't escape my grasp either." Meanwhile, the Ardent Motors 177 had left the convention center. The ultra-luxurious supercar was turning heads everywhere on the street. Riding in that car for the first time was a completely new experience for Claire. After all, it's one of the top supercars in the world, and pretty much every young person dreams of getting to experience it. But for Claire, her curiosity was satisfied after just a short ride. Before Charlie got too far, Claire said to him, "Let's take the car back. I don't want to cause any trouble for Mr. Knox." Charlie said, "What's there to be afraid of? He is a good guy." "That's not right," Claire said. "Anyway, we've already tried it out. Let's return the car and go home." Seeing how insistent she was, Charlie nodded gently. He immediately drove the car back to the exhibition hall and parked it on the display platform. As soon as he got out of the car, Langston greeted him respectfully. "Mr. Wade, what did you think? Are you satisfied?" Charlie nodded and said in a low voice, "First, find a place to store these two cars for me. I'll let you know when I need them." Langston didn't dare to ask too many questions and just nodded hurriedly. "Mr. Wade, don't worry. I'll make sure they're kept safe." Charlie smiled, satisfied. "All right then, I'm heading out. Mr. Wade, let me see you out." "No need." On the way back, Claire couldn't help but sigh. "I was really hoping to land a contract with the Convention and Exhibition Center. I was even going to invite them to the opening ceremony tomorrow. Now, that's all gone down the drain." Charlie asked curiously, "So, is your studio all set to officially open?" "Yes," Claire said. "After all these days of preparation, it's pretty much ready." Speaking of which, Claire added sadly, "It's a shame. I couldn't get anyone well-known to come. I only invited a few old classmates, and then you and my parents." Charlie nodded, but he was thinking to himself, she couldn't find anyone with a big name to show up? Her husband would find some for her. He knew plenty of important people. Doris Young from the M. Grand Group, Warnia from the Smith family, Christian Knox, the head of the Knox family, Salman White, the head of the White family, the underground king Orville Hudson, and Terry Castillo from the luxury antique shop. He knew some of the most influential people in Orus Hill, and they were all at Mr. Wade's beck and call. All he had to do was give the word, and they would come over to support his wife's new business. His wife's studio would surely make a huge splash in Orus Hill. Thinking of this, he immediately typed out a message and sent it to a group chat with all of them. "My wife's studio is opening tomorrow morning. Please take the time to come and join us. The address is attached." After sending the message, Charlie's phone started blowing up with replies. The first one was from Warnia. "Mr. Wade, don't worry. I'll be there to congratulate you tomorrow." Then Christian replied, "Thank you for the invitation, Mr. Wade. I'll definitely be there tomorrow." Salman added, "Mr. Wade, I'll bring my nephew with me to congratulate you tomorrow. By the way, it'll be a good chance for those two little rascals to face you and repent." Everyone was thrilled to get an invitation from Charlie, seeing it as a golden opportunity to get closer to Mr. Wade. Claire had been feeling a bit down about the opening ceremony, but she had no idea her husband had already planned a huge surprise for her. Back home, Claire showered and went to bed early, wanting to be ready for the opening ceremony the next morning. Charlie also went to bed early, his mind racing with plans on how to make his wife the center of attention in all of Orus Hill the next day. Today was Claire's scheduled opening day. Because she didn't have a lot of money and was just starting out, Claire had rented an office for her company in the slightly out-of-the-way Wingstar Tower. Although the Wingstar Tower was owned by a subsidiary of the Imgrand Group, it wasn't exactly a high-profile property. The Imgrand Group usually didn't bother managing it directly, so they leased it out to various real estate companies. Originally, Charlie had wanted to talk to Doris and ask her to clear out an entire floor of the Wingstar Tower for his wife's studio. But then he thought about how he'd explain that to Claire, so he decided to let her use her own money to rent a small office instead. Claire and Charlie were standing at the door of the office, waiting for their guests to arrive. The day before, Claire had sent invitations to some of the partners from the Wilson family's old business. She had even worked up the courage to send one to the Imgrand Group. But now she was a nervous wreck, wondering if anyone would actually come. Her new company wasn't well established yet. If the opening ceremony was a ghost town, the local business community would look down on her company even more. Seeing how nervous she was, Charlie comforted her. "Honey, it's still early," he said. "I'm sure people will start arriving closer to the actual start time. Don't worry." The opening was scheduled for 10 in the morning, and it was only a little after 9. It was perfectly normal for no one to be there yet. But just a few moments later, Claire's cell phone started ringing. When she answered, it was the front desk of the building. They were calling to let her know that the Wilson family was downstairs. Charlie overheard the call and asked, "The Wilson family? What are they doing here? Did you send them an invitation?" Claire shook her head. "After everything that happened, why would I invite them? They're probably just here to laugh at me." She added, "The front desk said Grandma's here with my uncle and his family. Please, don't start anything with them." Charlie nodded and smiled. "As long as they don't come looking for trouble, I won't start a fight with them. Not on a happy day like this." Claire nodded, her expression filled with worry. Just then, she saw Mrs. Wilson walking down the hallway, leaning on crutches, followed by Noah, Harold, and Wendy. Harold, who had been arrested after a fight a while back, had just been bailed out of the police station by Mrs. Wilson. The moment he saw Charlie, his face twisted with pure hatred. But Charlie couldn't be bothered with him. Today was a big day, the grand opening of the business, and he didn't want any trouble. As long as this group didn't push things too far, he wouldn't start anything. Wendy stepped forward and, "Claire, you see your own grandmother and don't even say hello? Do you have no respect at all?" Claire replied coolly, "You kicked us out of the Wilson family. As far as I'm concerned, we have nothing to do with you anymore." "How dare you!" Mrs. Wilson slammed her crutches on the ground, her voice shaking with anger. "You have Wilson blood in your veins. You were born a Wilson, and you'll die a Wilson." Charlie spoke up coldly. "Some people say one thing and do another. First, they kick people out of the family and say they don't recognize them anymore. Now they're saying they belong to the family. Isn't that a little hypocritical? Harold, when my grandma is talking, a loser like you needs to shut up." Charlie stared at him. "Didn't you learn your lesson last time? You want me to give you a refresher?" Harold's neck shrank back, and he immediately shut up. He remembered what happened when he tried to take the villa last time. He had seen Charlie's strength firsthand. He knew he was no match for him, not even if there were 10 of him. It was better to just stay quiet. At that, Claire pursed her lips, turned to Mrs. Wilson, and said, "I'm sorry, but we didn't invite you to today's opening ceremony. Please leave." "Opening ceremony?" Mrs. Wilson said with a disdainful laugh. "Claire, you can't possibly think that just because you're opening this little hole in the wall, anyone is actually going to show up." Noah Wilson, standing beside her, also chuckled. "I heard you even had the nerve to send an invitation to the Imgrand Group. Do you really think a huge company like them would even look twice at a tiny operation like yours?" "Exactly," Mrs. Wilson said, taking over the conversation again, her tone suddenly shifting to one of fake concern. "Claire, let's not fight. Blood is thicker than water. We're family. You're my granddaughter. You have my blood in your body. Why are we fighting?" She took another step forward. "Look at you. trying to run this run-down studio all by yourself. You don't have the money or the connections. Why don't you come back to the Wilson Group? I'll make you a director. You can work with your grandmother. In the future, I'll give you shares in the company and maybe even let you take over. What do you think? The Wilson family had been in a tight spot recently. M. Grant had cut off all cooperation with them and blacklisted them. On top of that, the White family had called off the engagement, and Harold was proving to be completely useless. At this point, Mrs. Wilson's only real hope was to bring Claire back into the family business to make some kind of breakthrough. Maybe Claire could get the M. Grant Group contract back. If she did, other partners would come flocking back, and the company's fortunes could be reversed in no time. However, Mrs. Wilson wasn't prepared for Claire to calmly shake her head and refuse. "I'm not interested," Claire said. "I just want to do my own thing." Noah Wilson snorted coldly. "Claire, I'd advise you to show some respect. Look at how pathetic this opening is. Is anyone here to congratulate you? This is your grand plan for a business? I'd say there's an 80% chance you're doomed to fail. Start a business, go bankrupt, is that what you really want?" Charlie's face was full of disdain and sarcasm. Whether anyone is here to congratulate her or not is none of your business. But just so you know, every important person in all of Orus Hill will be coming to congratulate Claire.
To know more, listen to the audio series Heir in Hiding, only on the Pocket FM app.